Hey, hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome to another video, and I'm super excited about this. I finally organized all my bookshelves. If you want to watch the video, I'll have it linked down below. But I am so excited to finally showcase my beautiful bookshelves. It has been a long time coming. I moved a few months ago. I was trying to get the Billy bookcases from IKEA. That just didn't work out. They would not deliver to me. I was having such a hard time. So I got some Walmart branded ones for the in-between, and I think they worked out really, really well. I finally decided to not keep my TBR separate, so I put them all together. And there's just a lot of things going on, and I finally it was a several week process of trying to get these books together and where I want them, and I finally got them all done, and I'm super excited to share it with you. So I'm going to go through shelf by shelf, area by area. I do have a couple of shelves, like my complete vampire collection down here. I like categories, so that's definitely how I like to keep everything kind of nice and tidy. So let's get right into it, and I'll kind of go over everything. We are starting up here. I am sorry that you can't see me, but I cannot reach up there because it's too tall. But we have my Toothless up here from How to Train Your Dragon. I know he's not book related, but I love the movie, so it works. Anyway, I do have kind of a dystopian-esque up in this one. I'm sorry, it's kind of moving. I've got The Will of the Many and then The Power of Three. It's like a dystopian-esque vibe up here, and then kind of moving just slightly to the right here. I have my Fireborn, Flamefall, and Fury Song with my little dragon on top for my understanding. That is a YA version of Fourth Wing, and I'm super excited to get to it. That I just have not yet gotten to it, but I'm really excited. And then coming down, we have my Build-A-Bear Lord of the Rings here. I've got Frodo, I've got Gandalf, Schmeagol, and then just below that, I do have all of my Lord of the Rings here, but I do have Groot here. I know he's not Treebeard, but I thought it just looked right going with Lord of the Rings, you know what I mean? But kind of moving back up here and moving over, we've got my entire Lightlark series. I do have the fourth and final book for this series, but I'm currently reading it, so I do have it pulled off the shelf just down below. But I really, really like this series. I think it's considered YA, but I would consider it a new adult series, but I really like that. Then moving down, we have my beautiful Divergent series. I love this picture. Raise Hell, read books, rock on. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super excited. And then moving down from there, so here we kind of have my station, right? It's a station of all of my library books that I have and my immediate TBR. So I can easily pull from there and I know what I'm supposed to be reading that month. I also have all my bookmarks. I've got a little Lego over there, and of course my beautiful, beautiful picture. And I really like this because it's easy to know what I'm supposed to be reading that month, because usually I try to stay on topic as much as I can and try to stick to my TBR, because sometimes I get overwhelmed with so many books on my TBR. But I really, really like this. So it's just kind of a collection of library books that I have read, haven't read, and things I need to take back, and just my immediate TBR. But again, it's just an easy grab and go station for me that I really, really enjoy. Below here, we do have all of these are my indie books. They're all signed. Some are good, some I haven't read yet. It's just kind of an indie shelf. It's kind of like a signed shelf. I do have a few other copies of signed books that are not indie, but I just like kind of having that separated from the bunch. I think they're fun. They're all unique. I've not heard of them before, and I like them there. And then moving over, I'm gonna say the not so fun shelf, but this is all of my self-help books and things of that sort. I've kind of got a mixture of financial, psychology, I don't know. It's all different kinds of self-help, non-fiction-y books here that I like to keep here. It keeps it all. You don't want to put it next to the fantasy, right? But I think that they all just kind of move together. And then just below here, I just have some storage. I've got some workout stuff and then some my filming gear and things like that. So nothing too crazy below these. But that's what I've got for this shelf. Up again, I can't reach this, but I have all of my Harry Potters, my big illustrated Harry Potters, I guess is what you could call them. They're illustrated by Jim Kay, I believe that's what it's called. And I've got some of my Legos that I built up there. I really, really, really adore and love these. I love all the depictions in them, and they're also just really fun to look at. I like to keep them up there just to see them. And of course, I've got all my Harry Potter gambits and knickknacks and things like that. I've got another Build-A-Bear, aka Jenny, up there. I've got my wands. Just lots of fun stuff of Harry Potter going on up there. And then moving over here, I got my Dungeon Crawler Carl series here. Now, I am missing the third book because I am currently reading that as well, and that's over, I think, in my bedroom is where. So if you see the gap, that's where it's from. But yeah, I love Dungeon Crawler Carl. I would be surprised if you haven't heard about it yet, but it's one of my all-time favorite series so far. It's fun, it's juicy, it's just something different, and it's a sci-fi twist that I really enjoy, and I like how it all takes up a whole section here. And then moving on down, this is kind of a mix of YA fantasy and just adult fantasy. I've got a lot of like books I have read in here, books I haven't read. Some of my favorites like Fable and Namesake, ones I can't wait to get to, like the Raven Scholar. I've got Silver Elite in here. Oh, Witch Collector is like one of my, that has been like the longest, I think, one of the longest books ever in my TBR. So I'm so glad I have that finally, but I'm super, super excited to get to this soon. But just a mix of kind of like some fantasy and things like that. And then moving on down from there is my first vampire shelf. Now I saw this in somebody else's video. Like they had a full vampire shelf too, and I'm like, I love that. Like I hope I have enough books to do that, and I definitely do. So this is the first in the vampire shelf. It's got, of course, the OG Twilight, my other OG Vampire Academy, Discovery of Witches. Obviously there's witches in it, but there are vampires in it. Just to let you know, if you're like, oh, that's not witch or vampire related. It is. There's vampires in there. And then of course I have my Tempest of Tea and Sipping of Blood, which is a YA, which I love, love, love. I think that's such an underrated series. I hear nobody talk about it, but it's so, so good. It's like Six of Crows but with vampires and a better heist. That's all I gotta say about it. And then moving on down from there, this is mostly like my dragon shelf is the only way to describe it. I tried to put most of my dragon shelves together. I was trying to make a whole shelf, but I didn't have like quite enough dragon books. Surprisingly, I know, super shocked by myself too. But yeah, this is all of my kind of dragony. I love The Last Dragon of Mars. I've got like a Moana retelling, but with dragons in it. It's supposed to be really good. And then you kind of get into just some like YA fantasy since I wasn't able to fill it up. And like for this shelf, I was really trying to like balance like the blue and the blue. I don't know. Do you think I did okay? I think it looks really cool. But I've just got like some good favorites in here. The Infernal Devices I read a few years ago. Those were really, really good. But yeah, this is just kind of like dragon and then YA fantasy going into this one. And then, okay, we're back up at the top here. Now this is one of my all-time favorite 6-star series, The Bridge Kingdom. I absolutely love this series. If you've never read this series, what are you doing with your life? You need to read it. Like, that's all I gotta say about it. Like, it is so phenomenal. Like, all of the characters you fall in love with, the storyline, its plots and twists and turns, and like you cannot put the books down, and I love that. I love that in a book, and I highly, highly suggest it. I did kind of like make a shrine to it. There aren't any lions, I think. Actually, there are in the second book, in the second duology. Because I was thinking about that because I'm like, I love my lion. He is all the way from Kuwait. My husband got him for me. I call him my fat lion because he's just like got this big old pot belly, and it's just so cute. But he's all the way from Kuwait. My husband got it when he was deployed over there. And he's like one of my favorite things to like display. But of course camels are involved, but I think there's like a snow lion. So he's not really a snow lion, but like I feel like it fits the vibe, right? But this is it right here. I really enjoy that adult fantasy. And then we've got some more adult fantasy kind of going down to this next shelf here. I've got the Faithful and the Fallen series. It's kind of more of a bland shelf, but again, more for me to kind of branch out and obviously fill in the spaces when I read some more books and get more books, you know what I mean? Because, you know, so there's an influx of books coming. But more of a simplified shelf, but I really, really enjoy that, and it's really plain, and I really like these art pieces. I just got these like not that long ago, so I'm really excited to finally display these. Moving on down from there is my next shelf of vampires. So this is all this, and then the next shelf over is all of the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. Also one of my all-time favorite series. I absolutely love and adore this series. My mom ended up getting me the entire set. I think I have 27 of the books, but there's more than 27 because there's a few different like spin-offs within as well, but I have 27 of the books. I did leave them all packaged because I'm trying to like unpackage them as I read them, if that makes sense. So I'm really excited, but this is a really cool simplified shelf, but like my mom did such a cool wrap job that like I just left it because they are all numbered and stuff too. And then moving on down from there, yet another shrine. Can you tell I like shrines? But you know, it happens. Anyway though, we have like my werewolf shelf. And I did keep, this is the entirety of my Patricia Briggs Mercy Thompson series. Again, another loved favorite series of mine, underrated werewolf series by far. I absolutely love that. And then I do have Mate by Allie Hazelwood down here, kind of off to the side. I did originally have that with like my fantasy and like romance, but like since I already had like just this is a whole series by itself, like I was like, why not just put the other werewolf book with it? But I think it turned out really cute. Again, more minimal, but of course I love my little skull guy with my like, these are fake plants because I was scared the cats were gonna eat them, so we kept them all there. Moving back up to the top on my last shelf, I have like my romance-y. There is some dark romance here. There's some regular romance. It's just kind of all mixed in together. I've got one of my favorite all-time series, the Lights Out Into Darkness trilogy. I absolutely love Lights Out. Caught Up was fine. Game On, that's like on my like more immediate TBR, so I'm super excited to get to that. And I've got some other really nice, interesting ones. I've got some other, this is a dark romance, but then this is a newer book of the month one that I still have yet to get to, but I've heard such good things, How to Write a Love Story. It just sounds so cute, so sweet. I'll be reading that soon since it is officially summer. So I'm super excited. Oh, let me put these back. And I also got this just the other day too. I love skulls, by the way, if you haven't figured that out yet. I like skulls, but I'm really excited for this. And then moving on down beneath that, this is more of like a cozy fantasy shelf is kind of the only way to describe it, other than like the last book here. It didn't really fit anywhere else, but it's Starside by Alex Astor, but I really like the straight edges on this. And so I thought that just would look really good. But this is my cozy fantasy. I love Violet Fistwaite's Not a Villain anymore. Of course, I love the Spell Shop Enchanted Greenhouse. Unsure how I feel about the Assistant to the Villain series. I do really enjoy the first book, Assistant to the Villain, but the second one, and it was fine. I haven't read the third one yet, and I know the fourth one is coming out sometime at the end of this year, so I'm super excited to get to that. But I really like the majority of these books on this series, and of course I've got like my little, whoop, I have my little Cozy Vibes ticket and things like that. And then moving on to the next stuff, it's just the continuation of my vampire shelves of the Black Dagger Brotherhood. Like, there's a ton of books in this series, so I'm super excited to get to all of them. I'm slowly reading them through them, and I'm really, really liking that. And then the last shelf that I have here is, this is like my Harry Potter shelf. Since I already have like the big illustrated Harry Potters like up top, I just wanted to keep this one super simple, kind of out of the way. I have a Legos here that I do plan on putting together here soon, so it will look a little different. It's the end caps that looks like the Hogwarts Express. So those are like bookends, so I will be building that soon, and I just can't keep kind of like my journaling and like my Legos and stuff down here. But I kind of kept it kind of simple, nothing too crazy with it. I like the autumny fall. It looks like very Harry Potter-esque in this little picture here that I have. But yeah, I think it looked really, really cute. All right, I am going to do a slow-mo. I'll kind of go through slowly all of the shelves. I won't be talking. I'll just have like a segment of me not yapping, so you can kind of really look at all the shelves and see if you're looking about stylization. I'm not an expert at all. I just kind of did what worked for me and like what was the vibe, right? It was the vibe. So I'm gonna slowly go through that, and then I'll talk to you here in just a few minutes after I do that, so you can stop hearing me yap. right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I really enjoyed talking about this and kind of just showing you everything. It's been such a process trying to get all of it done, and so I'm so excited to share that with you. Let me know which shelf is your favorite down below in the comments. I think, funny enough, my favorite shelf, other than the vampire shelf, of course, like the long vampire shelf is definitely one of my favorites, but I think the romance shelf just turned out so nice. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's about the colors. I don't know. Maybe it's not my quite favorite, but I don't know. I think it turned out really well. I think it's nice to finally have just romance in one section, but I don't know. I think it all turned out really well. I'm really excited with how it kind of came out to be, and I hope I gave you guys maybe a few ideas. I'm definitely not an expert by any means on organizing anything and like showing it off, but I think I did my best with the abilities that I do have. But let me know what your favorite shelf is down below in the comments, and I will see you on the next one. Happy reading!